Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Putri Andari, and welcome to my presentation of my thesis. With the title is The Evaluation of Seatoday News Program in the Context of Government Image from Audience Perspective. Now, let's take a look at the background from this thesis. Many Indonesian government policies sometimes misinterpreted by the society. There is sometimes a certain policies or a mission, or also there's a goals from the government that needs to be implemented and have some difficulties when it comes to make the public or certain parties understand the good mission or the good deeds behind the policy itself. So in this term, in this problem, in this situation, media has a very important role to make the society or the public understand the reason behind a certain regulation or government policy. Now, from the research background, I must say that Seatoday, the media that I will have some research about, it is one of the media that belongs to the government through PT Telkom, a state-owned enterprises, which launched the Seatoday television channel. The Seatoday itself, it is also aiming for promoting Indonesia in abroad, and of course to make people understand about the government policies or other Indonesia's situation especially. And what is in this mind, the interest to know for this thesis will be how is the evaluation of Seatoday in improving the image of the Indonesian government from the audience review. So we are hoping that the Seatoday will have a better perspective or better insights, input as well from the audience after they have been broadcasting for 2 years and they have been doing a lot of things to improving Indonesia itself, for example, Indonesia reputation in abroad, and also many of Indonesian policies that doesn't catch up with public or society or maybe international audience as well. We're using the research method with positivism paradigm because we're going to use the qualitative approach, and the qualitative research will be in-depth interview from several group that several people, or I'm sorry, pardon me, from several people that represent a certain group, for example, government, and also from the expatriate that will be the goals for the Seatoday itself, and also from the professional, from students, from college student, from many society groups. The theory that will be used for this research, the first one is cultivation theory. It is suggesting that television could be an important foundation of data and showbiz that viewers cannot escape in steady infringement into their everyday lives. Also, we're going to use the chain of communication and propaganda. This is an act of any communication. The use of media can be great for the correspondent that has some goals in persuading the recipients, and consequently, there's be interaction that will be preserved as a primarily for the influential and development of a country or of a government. And we're going to use also public relation theory. In this term, we can see that Seatoday as an agency, and then the government will be the client. So the PR theory will be useful to recognize more about the correlation between both parties and how is it affecting from both sides in terms of audience perspective. I'm using also the assessing media impact. How is it so far? Does it today make an impact for the society and also for the public? And also there will be a CSR theory, because we believe that Seatoday has responsibility to the society about the news they design and they have to present, which is the news sometimes requires a certain factors that need to approach the needs of stakeholders, in this case, Indonesian government. I'm sorry, it kept pumping the message. And the last one is uses and gratification. The theory, it will be states the belief that the mass media have significant impact on society, and there are many forces at work when mass media comes to influence individuals in changing their beliefs or behavior. I believe see today also improving the people's mindset or the people's perspective about a certain policy. And I hope that through many theory, we can see how far is it the influence of Seatoday in improving the public's perspective. My name is Putri Andari. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the class, and I hope you have comments or advice for me, of course. Thank you so much, Mrs. Joffy, and everyone in the class. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.